This video may have a bit better sound quality because this time I have a microphone inside my mask. Alright, well, I like the Bible, but not really the Bible, but the story of. It's like, heck, think logically. The Bible, which is Old and New Testament, the Torah, the Satanic Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Quran, the Book of Enoch, all of these books are based on the same story, the same God. And, it's weird because I counted the Holy Bible as two, Old and New Testament, but Torah, Bible, Satanic Bible, Quran, Book of Enoch, Book of Mormon. That's 6 books, okay? Now, the Holy Bible has 66 books in it. 66 books in the Holy Bible, then 6 other books. 666. It's not a bad number at all. It is the number of the beast, and the beast is a bad being, but that number is actually a very holy number. 6666, yes. Moving on. The Bible and its followers are very, well, the Bible contradicts itself. The Holy Bible, I'm talking about Old and New Testament. To the point where the Old Testament says eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. New Testament says if you get hit, turn your cheek and let you get hit again. Satanic Bible says if somebody smites you, smite them back twice as hard. Which do you agree with? Which syncs up? Continuing on more. If you're going to be religious, you almost have to contradict yourself because of this whole blind faith thing. I personally have a religion that has no blind faith whatsoever. You could get that too if you believed you can. Anyways, yeah, the understanding thereof is knowledge divine, all these books together. The Book of Enoch was actually part of the Holy Bible, I heard, and was later omitted. And it was this book that, if still in the Bible, would allow there to be religions without blind faith. But that's only what I've heard. So, you can only go so far in what you've heard. But here, check this out. The whole thing about the 10 Commandments and sinning and righteousness and salvation, it's really misinterpreted, to say the least. That's an understatement. But breaking a commandment is not a sin. That doesn't make sense. Because there's 10 commandments, yet there's 7 sins. If breaking a commandment was a sin, there would be 10 deadly sins, but there's not, there's 7. So thus, breaking a commandment is not a sin. There are 7 deadly sins. It is not against the commandments to sin. You can follow all 10 commandments and freely indulge in all 7 sins without them interfering with each other. That's an understanding that if you care to hear, hey, hit me up, leave a comment. But, another thing is sex is not against the commandments. That's the whole thing that people get stuck on. They say, oh, adultery, no sex, I can't live without sex, yada yada yada. So they just give up any attempts to follow the commandments whatsoever. It's actually not sex. If sex was against the commandments, it would be thou shalt not commit adultery, but it's not. It's thou shalt not commit adultery. And lust being one of the 7 sins, which is not against commandments, hey, it's all good, you know? Nothing wrong with sex. Having a kid's a different story, but hey. Another thing I guess you could say is this whole God and devil aspect. Well, we kind of have the devil to thank for our existence, as well as we have the devil to thank for our knowledge. Because if you think about it, God got lonely. He created Adam. Adam got lonely and was not pleased with just God, so God created Eve. Adam and Eve were happy together. God was happy because he had them. They were happy to be go-lucky, blah, blah, blah. Now, it's said humans have free will. The angels did not. Lucifer, being an angel at the time, also, FYI, Lucifer is the Roman god of enlightenment. And, at the time, Lucifer, or not so much said Lucifer, but the serpent, came down from the tree and told Eve to eat. She ate. She got Adam to eat. God punished them by making them have children, making them become adults, no longer adolescents. And that started the human race. That gave us the knowledge we have now. So, thanks to this serpent, who in the Bible is just said to be a serpent, but is interpreted as the devil, I guess thanks to the devil, we exist, and we have knowledge, so, hey. And the devil's not a bad person if you think about it, because, well, if he was an angel that wanted to oppose God because he was jealous of the free will humans had, as an angel, his jealousy of the free will that humans had was not of his own will, because he didn't possess free will as an angel. So it was God's will to have the angel be against God. Kind of confusing, yeah, but it wasn't the angel's will to go against God. It was God's will for the angel to go against God. Therefore, yeah, and once he left, then he got free will, and yada yada, so on and so forth. Make sense? Good? Yes? No? Yes. Should that conclude this one? Should I keep going? I mean, heck, it's very simple. This is just the Holy Bible, and the correlations that you can make with all the simple knowledges that are right in front of you is remarkable. It's like, heck, if you can figure out how God got his name, you're there. You are worthy. Anyone's, worthy, it's not, But, you have the makings of an omnist. An omnist would be somebody who you could say is all-knowing, but, it's not like an omnist knows what's going on in China right now or something, but the opposite of an atheist is an omnist. Alpha, Omega, A, O, Greek alphabet, yeah, so forth. Atheist believes in nothing, omnist believes in everything. 3 tarot types to help you understand the universe and the way it works are flip, flux, and flex. I can explain these to you roughly if you care to hear about them. If not, hey, ask me any question you would ever ask God if you had the chance to meet him. By the way, I'm not God, I'm just a man like everybody else, just a simple human. But I'm a schizophrenic and I hear voices, and these voices have answered things. It's like, if science is right and atheism is correct and God doesn't exist, then hey, these voices are just figments of my imagination. But if God does exist, heck, I can talk to nature. It's like a shroom trip without needing mushrooms. But, enough about me. Let's hear your questions. Please submit. I'd love to, challenge any theories. And if you can show me a hole in any of my ideas, then please come forth and show me, because I'm looking for righteousness myself. And, if you can show me a better form of righteousness than what I currently believe in, then blessed be. But I doubt it. Challenge me. Zika Faye out.